Okay, greetings. Hi, everybody. This is Lumination. I've got a little update for you. This is regarding the February 2018 general readings that were just posted. They've just come out, and we're heading into February, and I wanted to let you know that it was pretty tough for Illumination to deliver this playlist for everybody. And I'm already noticing from a lot of the comments that are coming back that a lot of you are struggling with it as well. And I wanted to kind of give you guys an excuse partly and also kind of an apology from Tarot Illumination, because I know that some of the readings came across as perhaps very challenging in some ways for some of you. And I'd like to give you an excuse and an apology so that you can handle it more easily and not take it so personally. Okay, let's just blame it on the planets, okay? And this too shall pass. Just so that you know, I mentioned a lot of planetary things like little background notes during a lot of the readings. And it's the same energy for all of us, but it affects all of us in different ways, of course. So I'm just going to make a doodle here, this little graph. If you think of this as just a little bit of astro doodling, think of this as just like a universal chart for the whole planet. And you can reconfigure this for yourselves however you want for your own signs. I'm just putting Aries here on the horizon, so it's a universal collective chart. So one of the reasons now I've been dealing with this, trying to, let's say, deal with the aftershock of these reports, because I'm a human being and I have to live through the same energies as you guys. So I'm doing my own, let's say, intuitive, let's say, resonance, and I'm trying to put it in words here for you so that you can make some sense of it in your lives too. See, the thing is, we've got multiple big deal events all happening simultaneously. And that's why I think the pressure levels are quite high right now. First of all, we've got ongoing Jupiter in Scorpio. That's basically good news, so long as you get on the right side of that wave, okay? We've already talked about it. There's a whole playlist about that, Jupiter in Scorpio. You can see that on the channel if you want. The other big thing that's ongoing and just started in January officially is the big Saturn in Capricorn transit for the next 3 years. This is a big deal for the whole planet, and it's changing the landscape of our lives for everybody, okay? And this is going to be a long, slow transit, classic Saturn style, but it's amplified dramatically because we're putting Saturn through the lens of Capricorn. So please understand that. Things might feel very serious, challenging, and heavy in wherever this department lies in your life. Next, we have the eclipses, okay? Now, relatively speaking, these are transient. These are happening. We have this one right over here, the full moon eclipse with the moon in Leo on January the 31st. Okay, so the moon was here directly opposing the sun in Aquarius over here. So that in itself is very, very stressful, especially when you put that in a loose T-square with all the Jupiter and Scorpio energy here. That's a lot of pressure, especially if you happen to be an Aquarius, a Leo, or a Scorpio. Okay. Now, some of you might have multiple configurations of all of this. The next thing that's going on is the new moon eclipse in Aquarius in the middle of February. This is a very powerful new moon eclipse, and it's going to challenge all of us. And we're talking about evolutionary leaps here. We get into the elevator at the ground floor where we are now, through the indoor, and we take the elevator up, and the other door on the other side opens up into the next floor. There's no going back. Once that door shuts on the elevator going up, there's no going back. And then once it gets to the next floor, the door opens and there's nowhere else to go except out the door and forward that way. So it's a lot of evolutionary pressure happening on all of us here in this thing that we call February 2018, this construct of time. And we're all going to feel it one way or another, and it's challenging for all of us. And of course, obviously, what we want to do is make the best of it, stay on the right side of those waves. But The only reason I'm making this little video is to try and counter some of the pressure, take some of the pressure off you guys from having to deal with this stuff personally, and understanding that there are larger energies out there besides our own selves, our egos, and our emotions and our feelings. We're very, very sensitive creatures. All of us, we have feelers, we have antennae, and we pick up energy. Some people more than others. Some people are very, very good at handling energy and managing energy. Some of us are very sensitive and vulnerable to those things, and it takes a lot to calibrate and recalibrate ourselves and get in alignment with our evolutionary journey. So that's the purpose of this little video. It's kind of an apology, and it's kind of an excuse, and it's kind of an explanation for this particular playlist, February 2018. So I hope you guys make the best of it. And if you need if you need to get in touch with Terra Illumination at terraillumination.com, and we can sort things out for you. Okay. So all the best. Thank you again for visiting. I love doing this for you guys. Have an awesome February. Okay. Bye bye.